Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Building a Nation with Polonia Warszawa. Today we're starting on the page of Maralison. I thought we'd have a look at this old lad. It was a weird career for him. He's still 28, playing in Europe still. He has returned to Europe after a little while back in his home nation, but it's a strange career he's had. Quick side note as well, we're under transfer embargo again because, not that it matters right now, it's in the middle of December, but a different consortium is now trying to buy us. This time it's a consortium with a businessman from Bradford want to buy us for £500 million and are going to invest 69 million apparently in us. They don't want to float us on the stock market. It's a very different type of takeover, but we could still be being taken over, so we'll see how that one pans out. Often these fall through, but this is the second time this season we've been under a takeover bid. So looking at Maralison, he's had a very strange career. He actually started at San Paulo, Korea, went to Sao Paulo for 275k, went on loan to Saudi Arabia for a bit, then we bought him for 1.7 million pounds, played a little tiny bit before we loaned him, we actually just sold him to Zag for 1.1 million pounds, and that season he had at Zag, 11 goals and 2 assists, and then the following year as well, started off phenomenally, even better for them as it would turn out, but unfortunately, Chapecoense came in, put 3.8 million pounds on the table. That was the season where Zag started off like a absolute bull in a china shop, were beating people left and right, looking like a shoo-in for second in the league. And then after Christmas, they collapsed because they sold half their team in the January transfer window, including probably the best player in the squad, Maralison, to Chapecoense, who then 2 years later moved him on for nearly £10 million back to Sao Paulo, who then 3 years later then sold him to Standard Liège for 11.25 million. A very weird career he's had, but he seems to be doing all right over in Belgium. Just a very strange one. We had a 3-0 victory over Motor in the Cup. Goals from Firmino, who's finally back. Goal from Vicente, and one for Donny Waterberg, who's also back. 2 more assists, though, for Rafael Maka. He looks like he could really have something on that right-hand side. He's got that added pace that I think may be missing from Chabal. We'll have to see how he does. Any ideas for FM20? Maybe an Athletic Bilbao save during the beta and a Pentagon challenge the rest of the year. I do have ideas. Those two things are not them. Saves like Athletic Bilbao, it's one of those saves that is constantly suggested all the time, and over the time I've been doing YouTube, it's always one of those saves that comes up. There's that one, there's like, you should do Nottingham Forest. The other one is 1860 Munich, ones that just get suggested so frequently that it actually makes me not want to do them. It's just not the sort of saves that interest me, and a Pentagon challenge is just not really my type of thing. Beta, I have no idea. I'll pick something at random. Obviously we always start with a rebuilding save. I'm looking at maybe Bolton. I know they'd be League One, but they would start with a 12-point deficit, which means we might not get relegated anyway, or it might just be the battle to survive. So that might be something to look at. Maybe Gateshead. I don't know. If you've got any ideas for rebuilding saves, really League 2 or below. Ideally, Bolton's the only one I would consider at League 1 level. Then do let me know, and let me know why, of course, a little bit about the team. If you've got any idea for a beta save, do let me know. I'm just interested in all sorts of stuff, but not just the usual sort of saves, like do Everton or Hoffenheim. They're just, I don't know, not the sort of saves that kind of interest me, as you guys probably know by now. Just wanted to add your comments about the overall positivity in the community. Yeah, I do think maybe the fact that I'm quite open about talking about this sort of stuff is probably a good thing in general, because maybe it takes some of the stigma out. I don't know. But I will never stop talking about things like mental health issues, and that's, yeah, because I think it's stupidly important at the moment. You might not have seen me particularly active on Twitter over the past couple of months, and the main reason is that I deleted it, or rather, I just don't open it on my phone. I'll still respond to tweets and DMs. I just don't check it so frequently, because it makes you miserable. Social media generally, in general speaking, makes you miserable. The best thing I found as a way of combating that urge to look at stuff was, every time I feel the urge to load Twitter, it's usually because I'm waiting for something to happen. So, my neighbours just started hoovering their car, brilliant. Is because I'm waiting for something to happen. So now, instead of doing that, I load up Kindle and read a few pages of a book instead, while I'm waiting for it to happen or whatever. And I find that, at least that way, I'm doing something positive with that time. That's just a little thing I've started doing, and it's helped me a lot. Right, let's get properly into the match preview today. Bruges are playing in this absolute Where's Waldo abomination here. So for that alone, they deserve to lose. Dortmund are at home to Shakhtar. That's just not going to happen, is it? But we're going to try our best to try and overturn that deficit. So, back to the normal approach. Firmino obviously can't start up top. Pereira, Lisic, no. I want Carroll. Despite him being a little bit off pace in this, we need to play him anyway. Lisic, Carroll for Posse, Gorosito, no. I want Montañez in because he actually did really, really well against Shakhtar. And I wonder if he is part of the key to this team now. Just seems to be something about the way he plays when this team's like that. So, Vicente, the Lama, Orozco, Jorge, Veras, Marlon, and Pimentinha on the bench. Very, very Brazilian, in fact. Brazilians and Spanish speakers all over the bench today. So, yeah, let's go. So, what we did in that game was we did the standard stuff. We're going bam, 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 bam. But the other thing I did was I also pushed the engagement lines up like this. When get stuck in, and switched to distribute fast like that. It's a lot of changes, I know, but it works so well against Shakhtar. I want to see if it works again. Hopefully it will, but really, we're just relying on getting the victory for some extra coefficient points. The chances of us winning the group again are really low, and it's unfortunate, because I honestly think we've done well enough to win it, but that's just one of those things, isn't it? Wait, no, there's no hope, because even we're 3 points behind. Gorosito, brilliant work from him, but even if Shakhtar score, we've still have the worst head-to-head against Dortmund, so it actually wouldn't make any difference, would it? It's a very aggressive start of the game. Gorosito's probably going to bend inside and have another one, and he has scored it. That's going to be offside, isn't it? I don't know what it is. Sometimes these will count as goals, sometimes they won't, regardless of whether there's anyone in the way or not. Carroll scored one like this the other day, and it was almost identical, but it wasn't given offside. But it's definitely fair to say we're on top in this match. Lisik's ball, headed away. Montañez, got to get back for Lisik. Oh, it's a great ball. Really not. Oh, what a goal. The actual way that Lisik got the opportunity there was purely down to the wonderful little ball from Montañez. He could have played that directly into Lisik's feet, but instead he makes him only have to take one touch, and that's what makes this goal. This lovely little ball just drops it into the perfect position for Lisik to just run onto it, whip a great ball in, and there's Carroll of all people with a header to give us the lead here. That's a very, very good piece of play from us. Well played. Not quite. Montañez is out wide this time, though. Carroll. Maka is going to have another go. Oh, no, he's nearly scored. So close to Rafael Maka scoring a goal, though. What an effort. Let's just keep on going. As they get more tired as this game wears on, surely we're going to fashion more opportunities, particularly with the way that Montañez and Maka are playing today, and Lisik as well. However, Albarracin, he's going all the way in, and he's gone for goal. Goes short for Lisik. Oh, what a brilliant goal. What an insanely nice piece of football. The way we just kept them penned in their half there, and just built it up slowly. Carroll whips it to Albarracin. He has to go with his right foot, but this from Blaise Lisik. Look at this. Gets the ball here, and just dinks one into the back post for Fopossi. The vision to pick out a pass like that from Lisik is insane. That's the reason he's got so many assists. Almeida recycles the possession. We're just keeping it in their half now. Lisik could probably win this in the air. He does! Oh my goodness me. Blaise Lisik, man. The guy is an assist machine. He has such a wonderful repertoire of a type of assist. It's not like he's always doing crosses. He does some fantastic stuff here. What a ball from Almeida, by the way. But the fact that Lisik has the time to pick out a headed assist into the corridor of uncertainty. There's Pereira with the finish as well. He's just a star. I love him. Dortmund are beating Shakhtar now. It's all over in that sense, but the Lisik show continues. Albarracin, has he got more in him tonight, maybe? Maybe a goal to finish things off for him. Gorosito. Oh, what a ball! There it is. It's 4-0. Second half has just completely run away from them. In the space of 8 minutes, we've suddenly gone and scored 3 goals. Lisik's now grabbed himself a goal. Maka with another assist. Look at this. It's just such a simple piece of play. Rolled into him, and he's gone, you know what? First time ball, digs it out. There's Lisik, wonderful header, grabs himself another goal for the season, 18 on the board. And I know it's only Bruges, but it really is showing what some of these guys can do, particularly the likes of Maka. Fopossi. Gorosito's got away from him a bit, but uh-oh. Pereira. Driving through everybody, great save. This approach definitely works against teams that play this system, it's fair to say. Fopossi now. Lisik creeping to the back post again. He's in again! Gorosito bends it wide. Now the short free kick. Everybody is inside the Bruges half right now. Carroll. Out wide for Albarracin. Takes it short. Lisik flicks one across again, and he's very nearly put another one in. Gorosito's free kick. He's gone for goal, and he's put it in the back of the net for 5-0. He does have one of those in his locker occasionally. And, well, we've kind of deserved the result tonight, but it has really just ticked on. The anger from that Dortmund result. We've been brilliant in all the other matches. And we've been brilliant, frankly, against Dortmund too. It's just somehow they've scored so many goals. Well, that might be the most dominant overall performance I've ever seen from this team in European competition. 52 shots, 18 on target, 5 goals as well. Lisik with his 3 assists. What a man. Unfortunately, still not enough to go through in this group, unfortunately. Just the way of the world, isn't it? To keep up with Lisik, 18 goals and 15 assists this season so far. It is ridiculous. And as you can see, we've got 7 on the board. So we're actually being caught at the moment. We've got to really get our act together. We've got to basically rely on ourselves after Christmas. But today, it's about Lech, our number 2 team in the league. You can really see that the gap between 6th and 7th, down to 7 points now. It could have got more, but you can see that it's, you know, Lechia are starting to fall away from there. GKS are now 11 points clear of Wisła. Zag in there as well. Legia and Lechia all up towards the top. We're only 5 points clear, but we do have some games in hand. So for today, we're going to quick pick this out. Keep Carroll where he is. Maka, he does seem to have an excellent level of natural fitness, am I right? 14, he's got good stamina. Means he can play a lot of games in a row, which is kind of helpful. So we're probably going to go with that team. Pereira, Lisik, Carroll, Fopossi, Gorosito and Orozco, and then the usual back 4. On the bench, Idshak, Lama, Marlon, Firmino, nice to see him back, Veras, Vicente, and Paulo Jorge. It is an insanely negative team that Lech have put out. This guy, in a back 5, is like a no-nonsense fullback, it would appear, on defence. We should be winning this comfortably, but we'll see. It'll sort of show you the difference between the two teams, because remember, they are actually only 5 points behind us going into this game. The other teams are definitely getting more points on the board now, so the gap is definitely less than it was. It sort of expands a lot more when we get towards the championship group, because they're all sort of fighting each other, and Pereira's already through, and that is going to be offside, I think. Gorosito very wide today, and nice idea, actually. He's got a partner in the midfield today, though. Gorosito is going alone. Orozco? Oh, what a great finish. Juan Orozco, only his third of the season, but after just 2 minutes, we already have the lead against Lech Poznan. You feel like Legia could potentially overtake them in the league now. It really is a huge battle for the other Champions League spots in this league. It's all of the top 6 are going to get Europe guaranteed, and that's what I think makes it easier for them to go and really battle it out to see who's actually going to get in that top 6, because it could be in that top 2. It could be any of them. Lisic to try again. Maybe they won't get in the way of each other this time. Freitas, Gorosito at the back post. Freitas with the assist. Gorosito with the goal. A really nice piece of play. Lisic could get the hockey assist on that one at least. But again, it was nice to see us actually linking up with some really nice headers from a corner too. Back post ball here. Freitas nods it back across, and there's Gorosito to score his 7th goal of the season. Bear in mind, he's mostly played in the centre of midfield. Gorosito. Oh, he's going to shape up for a long ranger from Orozco. You can see it coming. Lisic! Gorosito! Oh, he smashes in for his 8th goal of the year. Lisic will get the assist on that one. 3-0 up now. Very, very comfortable. Lisic again just... I mean, this time it was a bit less on him. Gorosito and Orozco are running this game from the centre of midfield. Orozco drops it short for Lisic. He tries the shot, I think. Bounces back to Gorosito. Don't know how that's his assist, but look at that. There's no backlift on it with his left foot. He just poked it in. Lisic knocks it down. Carroll. For Posse could turn inside and go. Oh my goodness. He's just drilled it low. They're not even bothering to try and smash it into the back of the net. They're just placing their shots now. Carroll with the assist for Posse with the goal. Like, it comes to Carroll in a really tough spot. Just picks out for Posse very easily. For Posse just turns on it and just drills it low. I mean, simple. Gorosito, he might go for goal, or he might just pick it up the back post, and Almeida couldn't finish. Gorosito again. Acres of space. Albarracin whips one across and cleared away. Comes to Gorosito again. Comes for Orozco again, and it's saved by Hernandez. Oh, for Albarracin again. Lisic. Gorosito! Chip one up. Cleared away. Oh, comes to Gorosito. Finds a shot! What a goal from Brian Gorosito. He's been asking for that all day long. His 3rd goal of the night in the first half. 9 goals from the centre of midfield. Just incredible stuff. It comes back out to him here, and he's been trying this a few times, but this one is sensational. Out of his feet, bends one into the top corner. Another goal for Gorosito. 5-0 up, guys. This might be one of these games where every highlight you see is going to be a goal because I've got to fit it all in. Let's try not to get complacent with our 5-0 lead. I'm actually going to push up on them a little bit more and try and harry them off the ball a bit more. Try and exercise a bit more of that high press like we did in the last couple of games. This might be more of a subdued second half, I'd have to say. But to be fair, when you're 5-0 up, who cares? Maka's managed to win a header to himself. That's the level of pace he's got at the moment. And they're not really going to tackle him, so he's just going to keep coming forward. Orozco, Lisic's creeping into the channel. It's been a bit quiet today, actually, Blazer Lisic. Gorosito. Maka with the overlap. He's there. Here he comes. Ball in. Cleared. Whoa. Goes short for Gorosito on the edge of the box. Can he find another one? Pulls it back inside for Carroll. Oh, he smashed it home. It's 6-0. Carroll with the finish again. Almeida with the assist this time from the corner. I do think this more aggressive high press is certainly having its features now, particularly against weaker teams. We're able to really drive through them. Carroll with a thunderous effort to grab his 6th goal of the season, and now 6th on the night. There's been a few more... Oh my god, he's thrown it straight to for Posse. Like, there was no even... Oh, for Posse. Oh my god, they're allowing him through. And he's just slipped it home for 7, and his 4th goal of the match. They just allowed him to waltz straight into the box for 7-0. This new high-pressing style definitely makes a difference. For Posse just picks it up, goes to Gorosito, nobody closes him down. He's just able to roll one into the back of the net comfortably. But I definitely think we need to be more aggressive in these league matches if this is the kind of numbers we can put up in them. More aggressive in terms of the actual approach to games, because I think we've been a bit too conservative, and that's what's cost us. Too many long shots in those matches, whereas today, just flawless. 7-0. Massive victory, smashing goals in left, right and centre. 4 goals for Brian Gorosito from the centre of midfield. 1 for Orozco, for Posse's in there too. Assists for days. So, next episode, since we don't know when the draw's actually going to be, it's going to be the first leg of our Champions League game. But we don't know what. Obviously winter transfer stuff in there too, because I am looking at signing another couple of players as well. But we really have stepped it up with the goal scoring recently. Just couldn't do it against Dortmund. I don't know why, but there you go. So that's coming up soon. Hope you've enjoyed this episode and the 7 goals and the 5 goals and a lot of goals, it's fair to say. We're going to be more aggressive in the league and see if we can really smash some records. Anyway, if you've enjoyed it, drop a like, that'd be great. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, that'd be great too. I'll join you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.